Hey, welcome back to the most passionate program for card collectors on YouTube and possibly the entire internet. Once again, I am your host, Jake Roy, 90s Bball Cards, and today we've got a product that we've done before that I absolutely love. I can't get enough of this product. It's kind of a revolutionary product in the way that they use the technology that they use throughout the entire set. A great theme. I love great themed sets, as you probably know. And so this is one that I've been looking forward to doing again. We did very well in the first one. Hopefully we do even better this time. So let's get right into it. Alright, so before we jump right into the cards, stay tuned to the end. I've got a little bit of an announcement that I could actually use your help with. I could definitely use your help with this, in fact. So a little bit of a teaser, living the newborn lifestyle, so got a newborn at home. So some of my time as we get through the summer months to record videos like this might be a little bit limited, and I could really use your help of figuring out how I can still provide you some value, but also make sure that it's something that fits within the time parameters that I have with a new little one in the house and helping out with the regular day-to-day stuff at home, also still being a little bit on quarantine and stuff like that. So I could use your help. Stay tuned to the end to see how you could help me out. But without any further ado, let's get right into the cards. So today, what we're looking at is we have 2000-2001 UD Slam. So we've got this product that we've opened in the past. This is an all acetate product. Every single card is acetate through and through, with the exception of one of the kind of weird, rare inserts that is, sort of exciting if you get it, but, we'll get into it when we talk about the odds as far as what that is. But everything else, other than that one thing, is completely acetate, top to bottom, and that's really the theme that they went through with all the stuff here. So something I absolutely love. I love acetates. I love die cuts. Those are two design elements that I love from the 90s, and this one definitely hits home with the acetates. We used acetates a lot in other products. EX specifically is one of the first ones that really started to incorporate a lot of acetate, but this is the first product that was fully acetate for an NBA product. So something I absolutely love. They aren't the easiest things to find. They were a pretty premium product when they came out, so they were, relatively expensive for a kid. I remember going to a hobby shop, $8 a pack is what they were asking, and that same hobby shop didn't move too many of them, and when I went back, like 10 years later, they still wanted $8 a pack, and they weren't worth it then. But now it's a different ball game, because stuff over time tends to change. So without any further ado, let's get into the PC items and some of the fire that we could see in these packs. Here we've got some of my PC items and some of what we could see in these packs. Before we get started, there is actually, unfortunately, one insert that I missed. I do have some of them, but I forgot to grab them when I was doing this, and like I said, my time is a little crunched, so instead of taking more time to grab that, I figured we would just forego it. I'll show you a picture, so nothing to worry about. We will get into that. But before we get into the inserts, I did want to share with you, so for those that might not have seen the first episode, this is what the base set looks like. So we've got an Iverson, we've got a Kevin Garnett, as you can see, completely acetate all the way through, so it's a kind of a plastic card, which, tends to be a little bit more durable, but you can see right through. You can see my hand. You've got the coloration that matches with the team of the player on the card. And then on the back, the other thing I like that they did is you see that there's actually kind of the mirror image of the player from the front. A lot of times on acetates, you just kind of get a whiteout on the back of the card. So it was really cool to see that they had color on the player, kind of a monochromatic that plays with the color on the front for the team that the player has. So, just another piece that I really enjoy about the theming, that they, went to extra lengths a little bit. So first, what we're going to look at is the parallels. Before we get into the parallels, we do have rookies that we could get. The rookies are typically numbered to 2,500, but there are some that are numbered to 900. Specifically, the most valuable one is Michael Redd, which is one of the ones that's numbered to 900. Some of the other more valuable guys from this year, it's not a terribly heralded year in terms of rookies, but you've also got Jamal Crawford. Hedo Turkoglu is also one of the more valuable ones. Obviously, Darius Miles is fun to get because he was a big hype guy. And Kenya Martin being the #1 pick is always fun. I believe in the first episode that we did with these, we did get a Jamal Magloire rookie, so that was fun. And we'll see if we get another rookie, if we can kind of step it up with a little bit more fire. So looking at the first parallel that we could get, we've got the extra strength. This is level 1 or silver. We've got a Penny Hardaway. We've also got a Michael Finley. These are each numbered to 500. So getting any player in the set would be fun, but definitely getting a PC guy is always a little bit more of a thrill. Having the Penny, I would love to see Iverson or see Kevin Garnett. But the biggest value in this is the Kobe, and then the next would probably be, you know, Shaq or Iverson. So the Kobe, the last I saw, those were selling for this level at about $40 or $50. Which, you know, is pretty good for a card numbered to 500. Obviously, that was more rare at that point in time than it is now. But there is a second level to these that is the gold or the extra strength 2. So those are numbered to 25 each. So very rare. I would absolutely love to get any of those, but especially a PC item. And, you know, you can kind of pretty easily pick these up. You know, the silver as opposed to the bronze definitely is, you know, is easy to see, but then the gold is another step up. But the die cut is also another key signifier that you can't really miss. So if you get something die cut, you know it's going to be one of these inserts or one of these parallels. And like I said, the scarcity is definitely up there on cards like these. So the Kobe, again, is one of the more valuable ones. That one probably is about $500 to $600. Obviously, you want it to be in good shape. Looking at a Penny, the last time I saw one sell, it was about 100, 120, and then a KG is probably going to get you, you know, about the same, 100, 120, maybe a little bit less. And in our first episode with these, we did pull one. We got a Keith Van Horn, and the interesting thing with that is there was another insert in there. It kind of stuck to the other insert, kind of ruined the card a little bit because some of the paint actually kind of chipped off, which was a bummer, and that other insert happened to be a Kobe. Definitely a bummer, but sticking's not terribly prevalent, but the paint is the part that can be a little bit sticky. But the interesting thing that I did also want to mention is these cards, these packs have 4 cards in each pack. You can actually feel them to see if either the top or the bottom card may be one of those die cuts. There's other things that you could get other than die cuts, so feeling for a die cut might not be the best strategy. Obviously, you want to be gentle if you are trying to see if you might have a pack that has a die cut in it and not damage any corners, but there could be 2 cards sandwiched in the middle, and any one of those could be a die cut as well. So it's kind of a 50-50 shot, but just something that I thought was interesting when I was looking at some of these packs that, you know, sometimes you can tell just by a light touch. So something to just note there. Next up, some of the inserts that aren't terribly rare. We've got the Slam Exam. So here we've got a Penny, we've got a Lamar Odom, and we've got a Kevin Garnett. So kind of cool here. They've got pictures of the guys going for dunks, and each one has some theming for the team color again. You know, this is another one of those inserts that could just as easily have been the base set probably, but these are 1 in 6 packs, so you're not getting a ton of value, but always fun to see something a little bit different. You know, the Kobe is probably $5 to $10, the Penny's probably $1 to $5, the Lamar Odom's about $1 or $2, and the KG is $1 to $5 probably. So nothing that's going to break the bank, but always fun to see something with you know, a little bit of a difference from the base set. The next one that we have is actually the insert that I forgot to grab. It's called Air Styles. Those are 1 in 9 packs. So again, not the most rare cards in the world. And the value also indicates that, you know, so again, if you're looking at a Kobe, you're probably looking at something a little bit closer to the $10 range. Maybe they'll get up to $12. You know, so it's slightly more than the Slam Exam for a Kobe. And he's definitely the headliner in these, but you know, those are, I think the design on that's a little bit different. I like those a little bit more than the Slam Exam, and some of the pictures are pretty cool, especially the Iverson has a pretty cool picture. So those are fun as well. And then another insert that I think this is probably my favorite design of all the inserts is the Air Supremacy. So here we've got a Kevin Garnett, and then we also have an Iverson, and I just love that Iverson. You know, the way that picture captures him going up for the dunk, but the background with the crowd is blurred out is really cool. So these are 1 in 18 packs, and you know, I just think that this is another, you know, design element that is pretty classy. I really like how they did these. And, you know, still 1 in 18, not the rarest things in the world, but, you know, you're starting to get a little bit more in value. So the Kobe, again, you're probably looking at $10 to $15, probably, you know, a little bit closer to the $10 mark. Iverson, you're probably 5 to 10. KG is probably about $5, you know, so not going to break the bank. But again, you know, you go on the back, you've got that mirror image that's just kind of monochromatic. You know, really, I definitely enjoy these. Would love to see us get one, and obviously the Kobe would be the most valuable one to get. So that's always fun. The next up is another design that I definitely enjoy. It's the Power Window. So we've got a Vince Carter and we've got a Kevin Garnett. These ones are also 1 in 18. These are really cool. I love pictures that just show the player from behind the glass, like they're really attacking the camera angle. It's a really cool design. So these are, you know, fun to get. I really enjoy good photography, and that Kevin Garnett photo is one that's, you know, a pretty popular photo. There's a lot of pictures of him with that, so those are really cool. You don't see these pop up terribly often. Again, you know, they're probably about the same price as the Air Supremacy, but another fun one. And the interesting thing too, if you look on the back, you've got some stats. But one thing I noticed, especially with the Vince Carter, you can kind of start seeing those stats through that purple on the bottom there, which is interesting. You know, definitely a clear card. For sure. So power windows are the next highest, and then we get into some of the bigger and better stuff and take a significant jump in scarcity. So first we've got the flight gear. These are the jersey cards for this set. These are 1 in 108 packs. So we've got the Kevin Garnett and we've got the Iverson, and these are jersey cards that I absolutely love. When I first got the Iverson, was the first one I got, I was absolutely in love with it. You know, you got the acetate picture of Iverson, but the other really cool thing other than the acetate picture of the players is if you flip it over, that jersey card or the piece of the jersey goes all the way through to the back. So you can see right through that jersey. Really cool. I've never seen a jersey set like this at that point in time. So that was something that I just, you know, I couldn't get enough of that. So, you know, these are really cool cards to pull, and, you know, the value is, you know, still not astronomical to get one of these. You know, if you're looking at getting a Kobe, you're probably looking at $30 to $40. An Iverson, you're probably looking at about $15, and a KG, you're probably looking at about $10. You know, so not going to break the bank, but really cool cards. But what will break the bank is some of the autograph versions. So there are autograph versions of 3 players only. There is... Each one of those are serial numbered to the player's jersey number. So the most common, I guess you could say, is the Michael Jordan, which is numbered to 23. So very definitely not common. There's also Kevin Garnett, which is numbered to 21. And then the most scarce is the Kobe, which is numbered to 8. Only 8 of those. So, and then possibly my favorite card from these is the Signature Slam. So here we've got a penny, and these are all on-card autographs. And, you know, having a penny is something that got me really excited. Some of the players in the set aren't necessarily the best, but you do have definitely some stars, and Penny being, you know, my guy. I was definitely excited about that. And these are pretty thin. You can see that this one's actually slipped out. I need to readjust it in the one touch. But these are also 1 in 108 packs. So the cool thing here is that autograph, you can see it all the way through on that back. Really cool stuff. You know, having that ball there, you know, these are just really cool looking autographs in my opinion. So something that I absolutely loved when I finally got this. Even though he is in the Suns uniform, it's okay because it's such a beautiful autograph, and something I would love to see us get more of. But again, very rare. There is a Kobe in here. The Kobe, the last time I saw that sell was about $350. And, you know, that would be extremely exciting to get that. There is also a Kevin Garnett. That's probably the next biggest star. That's probably about a $200 card. And the penny, surprisingly enough, is about a $50 card. Sometimes it goes for a little bit less. So a lot of other Kevin Garnett cards tend to hover around the same value as penny, but not in this case. The penny definitely slips below the Kevin Garnett. But, you know, if 2 of them come up at the same time for auction, who knows? What could happen. And then the other kind of odd insert that I did kind of highlight at the beginning is the UD Authentics, which is an autograph set. There's only 3 players in the set. They don't have pack odds. They're randomly inserted, and the 3 players are not the greatest. Jamal Magloire is probably the best. You know, Donnell Harvey, if you're a Florida fan, I guess he could be up there as well. So those would be fun to get, I guess, but not something I'm, you know, going to be clamoring at for these packs. Probably something that's easier to just go and buy in the secondary market if you can find them. They aren't very common, and they also aren't players that tend to get people too excited. So those can be hard to find at times, but not the most expensive cards. So those are not acetate. Don't know why those snuck in here and why they just had those 3 players, but it is what it is. So without any further ado, let's get into these packs and hope we get something crazy. All right, so here we go. We have got 3 packs. We got 4 cards per pack, so 12 cards all together. Kobe being the cover athlete, would love to see some of that Kobe fire in either a jersey card or an autograph. So let's get right into it. All right, you can see also one thing to note, it's pretty easy to tell when you open a pack if you've got an insert or not. So here you can see all the slams line up. It looks like we probably got all base. Maybe there's a die cut, but that's another interesting thing. It's a little bit harder to slow roll if you've got a big hit. You probably got a pretty good idea. So let's get right into it. Sean Marion, we've got Andre Miller, we've got a James Posey, and Wally Zerbiak. All right, nothing too great there. Next pack. All right, well, that's a great Tim Duncan there. You can see, like I was saying before, you can definitely see we've got an insert there. I think I know what it probably is, but we'll go right through. So Tim Duncan, base, very nice. Oh, let's be careful not to drop anything here. Antonio McDyess, pretty cool. We got an Eddie Jones, and let's be careful we don't get any sticking here. And a Penny Hardaway Slam Exam. Very nice. Always happy to get another penny. All right, last pack. Would love to see us get some fire here. All right, once again, I can see we've got an insert. I can't wait to see what we got. So we got a Reggie Miller, upside down Chris Webber. That can throw you for a loop if you're trying to see if you get an insert. Jim Jackson, and the last card here. There we go, Air Supremacy of Allen Iverson. That card that I was showing you that I love. Getting another one, pack fresh. What a beauty. That's a great way to end it. So this is about a $10 card. Not too bad. Not too bad there. You know, just 3 packs. We got 2 inserts. Both cards I already have, but it's always fun when you pick up new cards of PC players. Sorry, getting all stepping over myself. So I was pretty pleased with that. You know, 1 in 18 for that Air Supremacy. Always fun to get that. Like I said, that's probably my favorite insert in this set, other than some of those memorabilia and autographs. Those are obviously incredible. And then also getting that Slam Exam at 1 in 8 packs, 1 in 6 packs. Sorry. So getting both of those in just 3 packs, very good, very exciting there. Obviously, love to get some new additions to the PC, but there's not a whole lot that I'm missing other than those ultra rare gold extra strength. Those are incredibly hard to come by. So someday I'm sure I'll get one of those in my collection for my PC. But so question of the day, this is where you can help me out. Like I said at the beginning, my time is getting a little bit limited, probably through the rest of the summer. We'll see what happens, but I think I'm probably going to have to kind of abbreviate some of my time recording. So I could use your help in coming up with ways that I can still provide you value, maybe answer some questions that you have, maybe show a few things in my collection, just some things that'll be a little bit quicker for me to record. One thought I did have was kind of doing what I might call Corona cuts. And just doing a really quick raw video answering some questions that I get. You know, one of the things that I get asked a bunch is which grading company should I use? Maybe I can answer that. You know, which box from the 90s should I buy? That's another thing that I could definitely answer, and go into some of the details, but do kind of a rougher cut video. You know, maybe I'll kind of tone it down, but you know, that's where I could really use your help with. What would you like to see? If you want to see something that maybe it's a quicker video, 5 or 10 minutes, but I still kind of do it the same way, or maybe it's something that has a little bit less editing, that's, you know, kind of still going into a question, or you know, what are some of the topics you'd like me to cover? So drop that down in the comments, DM me, let me know how I can still provide you value, but not cut into my family time that I need to definitely make sure I'm prioritizing at this point in time. You know, and I'm sure eventually I will get some more time and I will be able to do more videos like this, that we open packs and do stuff that we always have done. I've got a lot of things that I'm planning on, and obviously as I have time available, I plan to continue doing what we've been doing, but it's just some of those days when I might not have as much time. That's where I could really use your help in figuring out how I can still provide you value. So love doing these videos, love having the conversations. You know, it's really a labor of love and passion. So, you know, this is the hobby that we love, and I am always happy to share my thoughts and my expertise or my knowledge on any topic. So let me know what you would like to see, and I will definitely make sure to figure out a way that we can do it that works for everybody. So that would be a great help. I would really appreciate it if you'd help me out with that. But you know, again, this is a product that I love. I hope you had fun. Maybe it's something that's new for you, or maybe you're seeing it again. You know, if you see these out there, like I said, when they first came out, they were about $8 a pack. Today, you can probably get them for about the same price at times, but sometimes they go for a bit more. So anywhere from $5 to $10. They don't come up terribly often, so it can kind of be a crapshoot as far as what the pricing is, based on who the seller is and what they're looking to get out of them or what they have into them. So it's hard to really pinpoint exactly a price, you know, but don't break the bank on these, because like you saw, the rare inserts are very rare and the other things are not terribly rare. So you know, sometimes getting the singles is a better, you know, return on your money, but obviously opening the packs can be a lot of fun. So I can't remember the last time I saw a full box for sale. Those are also very hard to come by. But if you enjoyed this video, please let me know. Give us a thumbs up. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. Hit the bell icon so you don't miss any videos in the future. Today I'm dressed a little bit more casual, as I mentioned. So you might be saying, hey, what's going on with that? You know, that's just kind of the phase of life that I'm in right now. So got to keep it casual and you know, kind of keep the diaper duty going, as sometimes we have to do. So a lot of times I like to wear my merch, and you can check that out in the merch shop link down below. But when I'm doing diaper duty, I tend to try to keep those away from away from danger. So don't have one on today, but I have plenty of them, and hopefully you find something there that you like. Thanks. We'll talk later. Bye.